Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really exciting news to go over. A leaker has come out and claimed that we are going to be getting Legend ZA news very soon. As well as that, we have a massive rumor to go over for the game, as well as new images to take a look at. There's a lot of things to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. And I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, redevelopment has come out and said that we are going to be getting Ikaku soon, which of course is the code name for Pokemon Legends ZA. Again, he has said multiple times recently that we are going to be seeing the starters this year. The promotion was going to start, the merchandise was going to start. The promotion and merchandise for those three starters, Snivy, Piplup and Scorbunny, has been going quite heavily recently. Again, we don't even know if those are the starters. It's just those are the ones that are getting like the most promotion and the most kind of merchandise time and stuff like that. But again, it could be any three starters. We just don't really know. But now we have him coming out and saying Ikaku soon. So I think October is just going to be a massive month. I think we're going to get the Switch 2 reveal this month. And as well as that, we are going to get hopefully a big Legend ZA trailer. He then goes on to say pre-odd. So P-R-E-O-D is a reply to this. So I'm assuming this is a hint at when this news is going to be. So some people online have kind of tried to break this apart and given their 2 cents on the situation and what they think it means. For me personally, I would instantly go to the word pre-order, but I don't think it's anything to do with that. I don't think pre-order is going to be like that. The pre-orders might go live and we might get some sort of release schedule when we get the next Legend ZA trailer. I still don't think we're going to get the release date. I think they're going to drop that next February during the Pokemon Presents. But I think they might this time say something like releasing simultaneously worldwide 2025 in spring or in summer or something like that. But I don't, like, maybe we might get pre-orders as well. We might get like the early purchase bonus announcement because we always get one of those for the new Pokemon games. So we might get that at like the end of the trailer. But for me, yeah, that's the first thing I would take a look at. But other people have kind of got a bit better of an idea about it. And some people are saying that it could be a pre-October direct. So obviously we're in October now, so it can't be in September. But by pre-October direct, what people mean by that, like we've got Cannon here saying, you know, pre-October direct, means that we're going to be getting a direct in October. So that could be the Switch 2 direct, and it's before that. So it could be the pre-odd, so October direct. So that's what I think, that's now more what I believe it's going to be. So I think we are going to get this October Direct, which again, leakers have claimed for the Switch 2 is going to be early October anyway. So that's right on our doorstep if those leakers are true, like if those leakers are correct. And if this is before that, we must be very close to this trailer. Obviously, we've had no Pokemon announcement today, but I mean, we could get one tomorrow for Friday, but if not, and we are getting this Switch 2 reveal early October, then it means that next week would have to be when we get news. Because after next week, we're no longer in the start of October, and then all those leakers would be wrong, which I don't think they are because they got the PS5 Pro right and everything like that. So I just feel like it's got to be literally a few days away. Like if everything's kind of making sense, if these leakers are legitimately right about this, then it has to literally be so close. And that's kind of what most people are saying, you know, can't wait. Some people thinking, again, pre-orders, pre-order, pre-presentation, odd October Direct. Could be Pokemon reveal, estimated October Direct, though. Anyways, great news. So, yeah, I think it must be, like, like, there's nothing else that I could really see it, apart from pre-order, than pre-OD. Like, pre-October Direct just makes sense. And this would also mean that we aren't going to be getting a Legend ZA trailer during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which, again, also makes sense because it's not a Nintendo Switch 2 game, it is a Nintendo Switch game. So we might get the Pokemon news potentially even this week, and then the week after we get Switch 2 stuff. So there could be like a trailer announcement tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just going off what all the leakers are saying. But either way, it's very exciting times. Let me know your thoughts on it though. Again, a lot of people don't believe redevelopment. I feel like he definitely needs to win back the community with some legitimate information. And him coming out and saying there's going to be a pre-October Direct, and if this is all true, again, that might be what he's saying. We're just kind of, that's what we're basing that on. But if he's right about that, then it will definitely give him a bit of legitimacy back, in my opinion, because a lot of people think we're going to get the Switch 2 reveal with a Legends EA trailer. So Legends EA trailer and then the Switch 2 stuff after would definitely help out his credibility 100%. But either way, let me know your thoughts on all that. I'm just really excited now. I think this month's going to be massive for Pokemon, for Nintendo, and we're just so close. So literally, hopefully, it's pre-October Direct and we can all get really, really excited. Anyway, that's what the leaker has said, Riddler Coup. Next up, we have an interesting image and a rumor to go over that popped up on 4chan. It's a massive rumor. And again, if we are about to get news, then rumors are going to start flying all over the place. I remember we covered yesterday that we were going to get a trailer on Thursday. Unless they shadow drop it, then obviously that's wrong. But either way, this is a new rumor that's popped up on 4chan. This popped up in the early hours of this morning at 6 in the morning. And it says Pokemon Legends EA story. So it's accompanied with this image here, which I believe is supposed to be like a female version of Clement, so like the electric gym leader from Kalos. So maybe she is either a descendant or an ancestor. We don't really know, because obviously we don't know when this game is set. But I'm assuming this would be an ancestor of him and Bonnie. But yeah, she looks really cool. I actually really like the design of this, and it kind of gives me the sort of anime kind of vibes that we got when with the Incineroar leak and everything like that. When Generation 7 stars got leaked, they got leaked with like some anime stuff. And it kind of has the same sort of art style, in my opinion. Not that I'm saying this is true or anything like that, but either way, it's interesting that we've got like a character, because we usually get like Pokemon in these images and stuff. So it's interesting that we've actually got like artwork of the character. But I think she looked cool. But either way, this is the rumor that's accompanied with. Obviously, take it with a massive grain of salt. It's a massive rumor, as you can see. There's loads of stuff to kind of break down. But either way, it says story. So the game takes place in the 19th century. So yeah, it would be taking place in the past, which again, a lot of people expect it to be anyway. But obviously, we won't know until we actually see some gameplay of the game. It does not take place entirely within Lumiose City. So straight off the bat, that's a bit of a red flag, because they have already come out and said it does take place in Lumiose City. But by that, they might mean that it's not just literally in the city. Like, maybe there are outskirts and stuff where we can go. Maybe there's like a forest that is still labeled as Lumiose City. Like, it could be like Lumiose Forest or something like that. And then that's just like one area, and then we might have like a desert location that could be like Lumiose Desert or something like that. So it is still all part of Lumiose City, quote unquote, but it is a place where wild Pokemon can be and stuff. And so by this, they mean that you're not literally just stuck in the city, which again, I feel like would be a little bit boring if we were just stuck in the city, because like, where are we going to catch Pokemon and stuff? But either way, it says do not take place entirely within Lumiose City. It then says you play as the newest member of the Quasar company. So again, we are expecting something to do with this Quasar kind of logo company, like could be the evil team, something like that. Could be the team that's building the kind of city. The organization responsible for Project Flare. The goal of each chapter is to go to each of the 5 locations, battle the Guardians, and convince the retainers to allow the Quasar Company to use the Infinity Fountains to power Lumiose City. So there will be 5 bosses, and I'm assuming these Guardians are people. They might even be Pokemon as well. Obviously, we did have boss battles in Legends Arceus, and I'm hoping that they carry those in. I would really like if we had those kind of boss battles, and then we also had like gym leader battles as well. Like, we had to battle one of each for each section. That would be really, really cool in my opinion. Then says the story starts off with the discovery of a large amount of infinity energy being found in the middle of what was, at the time, a rundown Lumiose City, leading to many people moving there. So a lot of people moved there because of this infinity energy. This energy spot is known as an Infinity Mountain, and there are 6 total fountains found throughout Kalos. But, I mean, again, throughout Kalos, we're not going all the way over Kalos. Like, they have said it is going to take place in Lumiose. Like, them saying does not take place entirely within Lumiose City. To an extent, I also believe that, because I think the outskirts will also not be the city. But for them to then say they're all over Kalos, like, we're not going all over Kalos. We're not going to all these different cities and stuff. It says the other 5 fountains have been sacred locations in Kalos, and the 6th one found in Lumiose City was lost to time until it was uncovered by Pavlos. So yeah, I don't know if that means we're going all over Kalos, or we're just kind of concentrating on this fountain here. But yeah, like, I don't think we're going to be going over all of Kalos, because they've already come out and said that we're not going to be doing that. These other fountains are guarded by 5 ancient Pokemon known as the Guardians. So it's not actually gym leader, gym battles or anything like that. It is actually 5 ancient Pokemon, just like we had the boss battles in Pokemon Legends Arceus. These 5 Pokemon were the other 5 companions of AZ, along with his Floette. So that would be kind of cool. That would be a cool little backstory. So it's not actually just AZ, but he had 5 other companions. They all had a Pokemon like Eternal Floette. The 5 Guardians was present at the firing of the ultimate weapon, so they all gained immortality along with AZ. So yeah, I mean, I like that idea. Obviously, it would be the question would then get asked, like, why are they not in Pokemon X and Y? But at the same time, that would be cool if we did have, like, other people just like AZ. These Guardians all have retainers, so these retainers are part of a clan that work alongside the royal family. The 5 retainers are the spokespeople for the Guardians. Think of them like a Kalos equivalent to the Draconids, mixed with the Wardens from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Okay, so they might be like the sort of gym leader kind of thing, instead of, obviously the big bosses. The 6th Guardian responsible for protecting the Infinity Energy or the Infinity Fountain in Lumiose City was AZ's Floette, but since it had left to somewhere unknown, it was left unprotected. And then it goes on to say, the discovery of this Infinity Fountain and the potential of it being able to revolutionize technology of the time leads to Pavlos founding Project Flare within the Quasar Company, beginning the reurbanization of Lumiose City. So it sounds like they're an evil team, this Team Quasar, if it's all true. Project Flare is a project wherein the Quasar Company uses the Infinity Fountains in order to expand the living space of Lumiose City, but also to keep in mind the existing habitats of Pokemon living just outside the expanding city, is to give some flair to the old Lumiose City. So yeah, that's what I think is going to be the case. I think we are just going to be able to access these areas outside of Lumiose, and that's where we're going to be able to catch a majority of the Pokemon. However, Pavlos's vision for the city is so large scale that it would require all 6 Infinity Fountains in order for Lumiose City to be properly powered. So we are a newest member of this Quasar Company. So are we part of the evil team then? Or maybe we are, and then we're like, actually this guy's kind of bad, and then we decide to like stop him? So the Quasar Company is divided into 3 divisions. So the Ecological Division, responsible for surveying the Kalos region for materials and Pokemon to help with the development of the city. This is the division the player is a part of. This just sounds like the Division. You know, the actual Division game has like 3 different kind of parts of the Division, and it's got like the health wing or something. I've not played it forever, but this just reminds me of the Division. And the fact that they're called the Divisions as well, I feel like it's just a play on that game. It says the Industrial Division, led by Sigvald, which was responsible for developing the infrastructure of the city and building power lines that connect the Infinity Fountain to Lumiose City. And then we also have finally the Executive Division, which is the head of both divisions and are responsible for making sure the city is a place for both people and Pokemon. So it says the base of operations is in under what was known as Lumiose Plaza, which later becomes the place where Prism Tower is built. And then it says the underground hub eventually becomes Lysander's labs in X and Y. It would be cool if we did have like locations of X and Y as they were like 100 years ago. That'd be really, really cool. The reason it's underground is because the King of Kalos is against the Quasar Company's tampering with the Infinity Fountains. So in order to hide from their jurisdiction, they built their base underground and undetectable from the surface. Yeah, because I was going to say, if there's like a king, he'd be like, yeah, you're not doing that. So maybe we finally meet the king. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. Once the player connects all 5 Infinity Fountains to Lumiose, a celebratory project begins. The project is the construction of the Prism Tower. So I don't know how Zygarde all gets into this, because they haven't mentioned them once. And I don't think they're going to mention it at all anyway, because right here they just talk about characters. So how does Zygarde play any sort of role in this? Unless he's the one behind all the Infinity Energy. So the ultimate weapon is necessary to awaken the A Legendary, which is Alphysis. Pronounced Aalphysis, so Aalphysis, which I guess is like an alpha Pokemon. So again, still no mention of Legends, still no mention of Zygarde in this Legends game, which just makes no sense because it is Legends EA. So the characters, so we have Pavlos, which is the founder of the Quasar Company, head of Project Flare, and leader of the Executive Division. He is an ancestor of Lysander. He serves as the commanding officer, issuing the player orders to enact in order to complete Project Flare. He secretly happens to be the prince of the Kalos region, but he ran away from his duties to pursue his dream of architecture. His father, King Gautier, does not like this. So, it's just not hitting, man. This room is just not hitting. Like, I get that it comes with an image and stuff, and that's always cool, but this, I don't know, it's just not hitting. It's just not hitting. Sigvald is the main villain of the game and head of the Industrial Division, not an ancestor of any existing character. He uses his position to tamper with the lines connecting the Infinity Fountains to Lumiose and rewires them to the ultimate weapon. So he's got to be, obviously, the guy that we fight at the end. And then it says we've got Clementine, which is the head scientist of the Industrial Division. She is an ancestor of Clement. She's unaware of Sigvald's plan and accidentally helps him, which she later regrets. So I'm assuming that's her there. And then it also goes on to say Kion, which is the Mega Evolution Guru, the first person in history to Mega Evolve their Pokemon, besides Rayquaza. He's an ancestor of Korrina and Gherkin. He works besides the king and is tasked with halting Project Flare, but after interacting with the player, he has a change of heart. Gives the player the Mega Ring. He is from Hisui along with his Lucario. So that'd be kind of cool, a little bit of a tie back to Hisui. And as well as that, we have Luca, who is an ancestor of Luca, young child whose real name is never revealed, implied to maybe be the real Luca, but could just be an ancestor post-game character. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just completely against what we're expecting the game to be. Like, there's no comment about anything, really, in regards to the trailer or starters or, you know, Zygarde or anything like that. It is literally just the story, and the story don't even sound good. Like, they start off by saying it doesn't take place entirely within Lumiose City, and these fountains are all over Kalos. But we know we're not going to be going all over Kalos. It doesn't say we go to the other fountains, but I assume we would. Like, why would they even mention that? But I don't know. I don't believe this one at all. Even though the image is cool, it's probably just some fan art or something. I don't really know. But either way, let me know your thoughts on it anyway. Would you like this to be the story of Legends ZA? I don't think I would at all. And then also, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think that pre-odd means? Again, I'm thinking it's pre-October Direct. And if that October Direct is next week, then we should be getting the Pokemon trailer before that, hopefully very, very soon. But let me know your thoughts on all that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500. Like I say, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.